All right guys, I'm here to give you instructions for your fitness challenge on your workout for May 14th. So for your fitness challenge, you have a 400-meter run, which is 1/4 of a mile. So use whatever tracking program you can find in your app store. Some of you may already have one on your phone like Runkeeper. I know Under Armour has a really good app to track your distance. And you're gonna do a 400-meter run, then you're gonna come on inside and you're gonna do 2 minutes of the following exercises. So first one is a hollow hold. Yesterday for the fitness challenge, I showed you guys hollow rocks. Today, you're not gonna rock at all, you're just gonna hold that hollow position, which looks like this. So remember how we hollowed out in here? We put our arms above our head, right? So yesterday we were rocking, but today we're just gonna lift our feet off the ground slightly, our shoulders off the ground slightly, and you're gonna hold for 2 minutes. Obviously you may need to take a couple of breaks because this gets very taxing on the abdominal muscles. Take a break if you need to and then come right back to your hold. So that'll be a total of 2 minutes. The next thing you're gonna do is 2 minutes of butterfly sit-ups. So what you do is you put the soles of your sneakers together and you let your knees butterfly out to the side. Then you're gonna come back, touch the ground behind you, come up, let your shoulders pass your hips, touch the ground in front of you. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You'll do 2 minutes of butterfly sit-ups. After that, we have 2 minutes of a candlestick sit-up to a stand. A candlestick is like a straight leg raise with a hip raise. So it looks like that. And then what you're gonna do is get a little momentum, come on up and stand. Now if you can do it without your hands, then that would be even more work for your abdominal muscles. I'm gonna move on to the turf so it's a little softer for me. So it would look more like this. Okay, so I didn't use my hands to push off that time, but what I did was I kind of rocked back and then I shot myself forward with a little more momentum, tucked my heels in and stood up. So if you've never done a candlestick to a stand, I would recommend using your hands as placeholders on the ground first so that you don't hurt yourself and get the feeling of it. You have plenty of time to practice these and get better at them. So don't worry about getting that movement perfect just today. Your score for today is gonna be how many total candlestick to stand sit-ups that you do. And when you post your score to the website, you can write if you modified them or if you needed to do something else to make them work for you. And there's nothing wrong with doing that because it also shows other people good ideas. If they weren't able to do it, they may get a good idea from you how you modified it, and maybe they might feel like they should do that as well to help them. So this is all about helping each other, not about feeling bad if you didn't do the total movement. All right, so that's your fitness challenge. And so for today's actual workout, it's a 10-minute AMRAP. AMRAP stands for as many rounds as possible. You're gonna do 5 push-ups. The goal would be to do a plank push-up, chest to the ground, with your elbows tucked in, like this. My body stays straight, my chest hits the ground, I push back up. If that's too difficult for you, then start with your knees down, but it's important if you're doing your push-ups with your knees down that you don't start in this tabletop position, right? You still wanna have this plank position, and then you would continue chest to ground, inhale, exhale, push up, elbows are tucked in, okay? So from the front, with your elbows tucked in, it looks like this. Everything is aligned with the body. So you're gonna do 5 push-ups, 10 goblet squats. So anything you have in the house that's weighted is what you're gonna use. So I'll just grab a dumbbell real quick. And goblet style means we hold the weight in front of our body. So if it's a dumbbell, I would hold it like this. You could hold it like this. If it's a medicine ball, anything, you're gonna hold it in front of your body. You're gonna push your hips back, sink back onto your heels. My toes are nice and loose. I can wiggle my toes. There's no body weight in my toes. I'm gonna press down on my heels to come up, drive my hips forward. So it's an inhale down, exhale up. This is your goblet squat. You can hold any weighted object around the house. And then after that, you're doing 15 sumo deadlift high pulls. So it's called a sumo deadlift high pull because our feet are very wide like a sumo wrestler, right? When you see those sumo wrestlers get into that stance, their feet are wide, their toes are pointed out. Whatever weighted object you have, whether it be a kettlebell, a dumbbell, a paint can, what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold it in the center, come down, pull up with your elbows. Inhale down, exhale, pull up. Just like I was telling you for your goblet squat, the pressure of your body weight is gonna be in your heels, not in your toes. Your hips go back and down, right? So from the side, my hips would go back and down, press through my heels to come up, leaving the pressure off of our toes, what that does is it puts the pressure of our body weight on our hamstrings and our glutes rather than on our knees, which we don't want to do. All right, so that's your video explanation for today's fitness challenge, and then your 10-minute AMRAP. Remember, AMRAP stands for as many rounds as possible, which means in 10 minutes, go through that list as many times as you can. All right, you guys are doing great. It's been fun seeing all your social media posts. If you have any questions, reach out to me, and good luck on today's challenge.